It's the Monday before Election Day, and we are taking care of business to prepare you for all scenarios tomorrow at the polls.
Yeah, and here to give us a 411 on voter protections and rights is our own Monday morning quarterback, Mike Muse. Mike, thanks so much for being with us.
Good to see you guys.
People are feeling a lot of different ways about this right now. So I'm curious, what do people need to know before they go to vote about what they should be doing and what they should expect?
All great questions, because this is such an important time period, and we want to make sure everyone feels they have a right to vote. And I am here to let America know that you do. The the Voting Rights Act protects everyone for having the right to vote, that you will not be discriminated with, and you should not feel intimidation because you are protected by the Voting Rights Act. Also, too, we want to help you prepare as you go to the polls. Some states require a state ID, some don't. Check with your Secretary of State of your state to figure out what do you need. I would say bring it just in case. Also, too, we know everyone is excited about both of their candidates. I know individuals may want to wear a hat or a T-shirt or a button. You cannot do that because that is considered to be campaigning. And so if you do forget that you have it on, they may ask you to turn your T-shirt inside out. They may ask you to take off your button or your hat. Just be mindful to do it in order so that you can vote, or just don't wear it at all. Also, too, something we want to be mentioning is that cell phones are not allowed. It varies state by state, so just be mindful of it. Right? Keep your cell phone in your pocket, keep it in your purse, take it with you just in case, but be mindful that you're not in the voting booth, doing selfies, videotaping and photographing. You just want to be on the safe side.
So what happens if you make a mistake on your ballot, or you show up and your name is not on the registered list?
Yeah. If you show up, there's a thing I want to be very clear, because this actually happened to me during early voting. I actually made a mistake. I thought I was making a mistake, and I kind of panicked, and I had to talk to myself and say, no, it's okay if you make a mistake. So if you do make a mistake, go see an election worker so that they can give you a new ballot. Just be mindful you don't cast your ballot. And what I mean by cast your ballot is insert it into that machine. Once it's in the machine, then it's done.
It's a done
so
deal.
Just don't put it in the machine. The next thing, let's say, for example, you get to the voter registration, you get to your polling place and your name is not on the voter registration. That is okay. What you can do is you can ask for a provisional ballot. And what that allows you to do is to still vote. And what they will do is they will count your ballot once they can confirm your identity. The next thing to remember that if you show up late and the lines are long to the poll and your polling site closes while you're still in line, you still have a right to vote, to stand in that line. Do not get out of the line. The other thing that you can ask for too as well, if you get there, let's say 15 minutes before the poll close, you get up there, your name's not on the register. What you can do is you can ask for a provisional ballot in order to still vote, and then they will count your vote another time after it's all been submitted. But most important, I want to recognize too, is that people with disabilities. If you have a disability, the polling location has to provide services for you, or if you're someone who needs a family member or a friend or a poll worker, they can go into the voting booth with you. Also, too, something to note, they are required to have your ballot in the language that you speak. In particular, in most in jurisdictions where it's 10,000 or over 5% of the total voting age citizens, there's a single language that is spoken there.
That's good information
Good things to know.
Yeah.
And good luck to everyone at the polls tomorrow.
Yes.
It's here.
And also, too, speaking of good luck, luck may not be needed, because we do have a number in the hotline for you in order to protect yourself. If you run into any of these issues that we just mentioned, you can call 866-OUR-VOTE. Once again, it's 866-OUR-VOTE from now until you cast your ballot. If you feel any intimidation, any fear, that number is staffed by attorneys who know the law of every state.
Help is out there. All right,
We'll see you next Monday for Monday Morning Quarterback.
Yes.